What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Carolina Panthers franchise mode. We are here week number 8, aka the trade deadline week here in the NFL, about to take on the 3 and 4 Denver Broncos. Carolina Panthers are currently sitting first in the NFC South, so I was kind of correct. Last week I think I said NFC West first, and I had to change it NFC South. But we are in the NFC South. We're first in our division. We got the New Orleans Saints and Tampa Bay Buccaneers right behind us. Really, basically just New Orleans and Tampa. Atlanta was winless up until last week. I was hoping that they would fall to 0 and 7, but they're still the third worst team in the entire NFL with that 1 and 6 record. The Las Vegas Raiders are the only team so far to not win a game. They are 0 and 7 this year, led by Gardner Minshew. Davante Adams is 100% not happy with how the Raiders are using his using his career clock. He wants to win a Super Bowl. Was hoping to do it here in Oakland. And I actually looked at possibly trying to trade for him. We just didn't have the salary to make that happen. But I did come up with a few trade ideas. There is still the trade on the table from last week, and I actually tweaked it a little bit to make it a little bit more fair heading towards the Atlanta Falcons. It is a trade that we're going to do. So if you guys watched last episode and saw what I kind of put together, you know what trade we're going for. So we are making a trade with the Atlanta Falcons. We are sending them our first string wide receiver, Deontay Johnson. I'm trading him away just because I made the case last week. He's kind of fallen down the receiving yards, not scoring a lot of touchdowns. He's literally has 0 touchdowns as our wide receiver one. We need somebody who's going to be scoring touchdowns and is going to kind of force, or at least going to get more open than Deontay Johnson is. He did have a big week last week. I'm hoping that kind of increases his trade value, but I don't see a future here in Carolina for Deontay Johnson. So we're going to run with Thielen and the slot, Kadarius Toney listed at number 1, and Leggett at number 2. Those are going to be our 3 big heavy hitters, followed by Jonathan Mingo. So we're going to have more Jonathan Mingo sightings. And David Moore is just a depth player. He'll get like 2 snaps a game, but you might be able to see him in here. That's still a pretty good wide receiving core. Losing Deontay Johnson, I don't think really hurts us too much. We're going to be, along with that, we are going to be trading away. Where is he? Right end. There it is. Our third string right end. My bad there. My controller died. We're going to be trading away LeBron Ray. He's our third string right end. He's 25 years of age at 62 overall. We're not going to re-sign him at the end of the year, so we're going to try to send him off. Atlanta's going to get a young right end. I don't think he's going to make their roster next year either, but still, just a young kid. And then we're also going to be trading away 33-year-old cornerback Troy Hill. You might see I have moved Xavier Woods over to cornerback, and we're going to be discussing that a little bit later because I did move a lot of players, positions kind of around in this defense, especially. But we'll get to that in a little bit following the trades. We're going with Troy Hill, so we're going to do Deontay Johnson, Ray, and Troy Hill. Troy Hill, the defenders below him, their cornerbacks below him, aren't too much better, but they're all younger. He is a trade target veteran, 33 years of age on a 1-year contract. Even if we do somehow miraculously win the Super Bowl this year, he would still get a ring because he played through 7 weeks with us. But Dane Jackson is coming off of the IR. He's a 73 overall cornerback at 27 years of age. He's probably going to be a pretty similar player to Troy Hill, same size, exact same size, 5'11", 180. He's just a little bit younger and on a 2-year contract. And then we're going to have Lonnie Johnson Jr. and Mike Jackson below him on the depth chart. But yeah, we're going to go with Troy Hill. We're also going to be trading away our first and second round picks next year to Atlanta. Only reason we're doing first and second round picks next year is because they value next year's picks from us more than they're valuing this year's first and second for us. So I decided to just do that. It gives us a little bit more value. And who we're getting back for the Atlanta Falcons are all veteran players on 1-year deals. We're going to be getting Justin Simmons, 30. He's 30 years of age, 1 year left. He's a superstar free safety. So that's why I moved Xavier Woods over to cornerback, is because we're going to have Justin Simmons as our free safety. So Xavier Woods now is a cornerback. Oh man, Fuller got moved from free safety to strong safety. We're going to have Justin Simmons be that superstar free safety for him. That's going to help us hopefully make a playoff push. We're also going to be going after 32-year-old Matthew Judon, the superstar right outside linebacker, as well as the fucking stud left tackle, David Bakhtiari, a superstar left tackle that's going to help our offensive line. Hopefully, you know, what this does is this is going to help Bryce Young kind of have time in the pocket to pass around and find his wide receivers, as we are getting rid of that number one wide receiver for us. But it's also going to create bigger holes for Jonathan Brooks and Miles Sanders to hopefully run through. But this is going to make our outside linebacking core elite with Matthew Judon. And then we got a ball hawk back there in Justin Simmons. No deep balls are being thrown on this squad. So we're going to offer that trade to the Atlanta Falcons. It's just slightly below. Damn it. Just slightly below. So we're going to give them a 7th round pick in this year's class. Just a little bit more. All right, just a little bit more. Then we'll go. We just gotta go with a mid-round pick. What about the 7th next year? You value next year's picks a little bit more. I don't want to give them 3 years or 3 picks from us, so we'll do the 6th. Just kind of slowly work our way up. Damn. All right, a 5th should work. But 6th didn't work. A 5th should work. Get rid of our 5th. So we'll have the lower projected one. 5th round pick, trade accepted. There it is. Deontay Johnson gone, Ray gone, Hill gone. A 1st, a 2nd, and a 5th to acquire Justin Simmons, Matthew Judon, and David Bakhtiari. Ooh, Carolina getting busy at the trade deadline. But we're not done quite yet. There's another team that is pretty shit this season that I wanted to make a move with. We're also going to be making a trade with the 1-6 Washington Commanders. And who we're acquiring from the Washington Commanders is another linebacker in Bobby Wagner. He's 34 years of age. He wants a Super Bowl. He's yet to win one, at least according. I don't believe Bobby Wagner's won one. I think he came in right after the Legion of Boom won their won their Super Bowl. I want to double check to make sure I was right on that. No. I was wrong. He was on the team. He was on the team. So Bobby Wagner, a one-time Super Bowl champion, looking to try to be a 2-time Super Bowl champion in his later half. Washington Commanders are not really having the greatest season. So we're going to trade them, Bobby Wagner, alongside our center. Now that we have Bakhtiari, we can kind of mess around with our offensive line. We're going to be trading them 28-year-old star potential Austin Corbett. Along with our 2nd round pick. Along with our 2nd round pick in 2027. So we're going to put a lot of stock into this upcoming draft. So a 2nd round pick in 2027, a 4th and a 7th in this year's draft for Bobby Wagner. All right, come on. Oh, just shy. All right. We'll go 2 7s. 2 7s this year. There it is. So a 2nd, a 4th, and 2 7s with Corbett to bring in Bobby Wagner from the Washington Commanders. Whew. All right, on normal, we might have been able to get away with giving a normal trade difficulty. We might have been able to get away with a little bit giving them a little bit less, but this is hard, and those are some superstar players we're trying to acquire. So let's generate the best lineup, kind of look at what we're working with here. So I moved Ekwonu, the 23-year-old left tackle, to center. He actually went up by 1 overall, up to 80, getting moved over there. So our offensive line now looks elite. We got Martin on the right tackle, Hunt right guard, Ekwonu at center, Lewis over at left guard, and then Bakatiari as that left tackle. As we win games, his morale should go up. So he's actually an 86 overall left tackle. But that offensive line looks filthy right now. We're going to move Adam Thielen to below Mingo. Yeah, not more. We don't want Thielen to go below more. I don't want him really touching the field. So we're going to have Kadarius Toney at the first string. Then Leggett as number 2 with Mingo as number 3. Adam Thielen playing the slot. Bryce Young is still going to be our everyday quarterback. Sanders is going to be our fullback, followed by Thomas. And Thomas is also going to be our third string tight end with Donovan Peoples-Jones at number 1 and Tommy Tremble number 2. The Brooks Sanders situation here is pretty similar to how we were running it with Chuba. Miles Sanders is that third down back while Brooks is the power back. He did only play 1 snap since coming back from injury. I'm hoping that he can stay healthy enough this season to where it won't really matter. We won't really have to use Sanders every single time. I want to figure out his depth chart. I want to develop him efficiently and effectively, but you just don't know with him. He seems to be pretty injury prone. We're going to have Xavier Woods, the freshly converted safety, as our slot corner. Yep, Alshon Robinson is going to be the lead defensive tackle. Matthew Judon at left end. Right end is going to be Ngaku, with the sub linebacker being Thomas. Yes, sir. Bobby Wagner is listed as our number 1 overall, or number 1 middle linebacker. He's down 1 morale just because of winning games. Matthew Judon also down 1 because of losing games. But like I said, their overall should increase. We're going to move, I think I want to move Shaq Thompson over to the right outside linebacking position. Or should we move Bobby Wagner to right outside linebacker? Let's take a look at the depth chart. Are their overalls going to be the same, or is one of them get a little boost getting moved to outside linebacker? Let's find out. So, right outside linebacker. Matthew Judon's 87. Wagner is 85. Shaq Thomas is an 84. Yeah, so Wagner and Thomas are going to go down 1. Jose Jewell's actually going up to a 78 if we move him. So we're going to move Jewell over, I guess. Let's see. Adjust lineup. Defensively. Jewell's already a 78. We'll go. We'll move Bobby Wagner to the outside linebacker. Yeah, is it right outside linebacker or left outside linebacker? I forgot real quick. It is right outside. So yeah, Bobby Wagner will move on over to right outside linebacker from middle linebacker. They'll make him the starter over there. So right outside linebacker. Save the changes. Welcome to Carolina. You're getting a new position, buddy. You're getting a new position. Oh, that looks filthy. Bobby Wagner, Shaq Thompson, Judon as our outside linebackers with Jewell as a second middle linebacker. Oh, this is filthy. This is filthy. We did bring Wanham off of the right outside linebacker back from injury as well, so we have him back. Justin Simmons with Fuller out of the safety positions. That's a big addition, getting Justin Simmons. Morale is high, giving an overall boost of +1. Is it just from us acquiring him? He's a scheme fit, number 1 on the depth chart, but we're not historic champions. But he could make us historic champions. Got an empty ability slot for Justin Simmons as well. He's a mid-zone KO, pick artist. Let's see, mid-zone KO, pick. Yeah, let's go deep out zone. So we're going to go mid-zone KO, deep out zone KO as well. Yeah, outside the hash marks, I like that. So there we go. That will really help him in the safety position. Do any of those other players have abilities that... It's kind of weird that they didn't give him another ability. Yeah, Bakhtiari's got a third one. What are we going to do for him? Yeah, we're going to go Tough Nut with Bakhtiari. Sure. So he's Edge Protector all day and Tough Nut. So he's going to have more resistance on those moves. All right. What we got here? All right, Matthew Judon. You missing one too? Seems everybody's missing one. So he's got Demoralizer, Edge Threats. Let's see. Yeah, we'll give him Strip Specialist. Yeah, Strip Specialist for Matthew Judon. I doubt Bobby Wagner's got 3, but he might. Might as well check him. Yeah, he doesn't even have any. So we don't even have to worry about Bobby Wagner. So this is how our team's kind of looking now that it's all together. Offensive line looks good. Defensively, we're looking beastly. Ngaku's still getting that right end treatment. We moved the rookie Wallace down to left end just because he kind of lost his outside linebacker position. But he didn't really go down any overall points. He was a 73 outside linebacker. Now he's a 73 left end. He does have 3 sacks this season, while Ngaku leads our team with 5. So having our 2 team leaders in sacks on the edges, and Wallace is also fast as fuck, so he's going to be kind of like a speed rusher off of that edge. I see great things and a lot of sacks happening. Teams are going to be double teaming Clowney, so that's going to allow Ngaku and Wallace to really be pushing up the edges. We did move our left end Robinson to defensive tackle. He moved up from a 74 up to a 77. So that is a phenomenal defensive tackle core of Clowney, Robinson, Wallace, and Ngaku. Cornerback still kind of the same. We got Horn. Jackson is off of IR. He's the 3rd string. Xavier Woods, their former strong safety, now converted down to cornerback. He's up to an 80 overall. So he is actually better than Hill ever was as a corner. So it's nice to see him there. Special teams, kind of leaving themes the same. We're going to have Leggett as number 1. Now that Kadarius Toney's the number 1 wide receiver in our depth chart, he's not in the punt or kick return. We're going to go with Blackshear as our second returners with Leggett out of number 1. Practice squad, everybody is still the same. I was considering trying to sign either Belton, Knight, or Spiller, but I'm kind of against that right now. I really am kind of against it. Actually, you know what? Following this trade, I doubt that we could. We did just free up like 15 million worth of cap space. Yeah, 6 million, not going to happen. We're not trading for him. I was considering possibly making a trade for Devontae Adams. But nah, we won't do it. We already made 2 big trades in this episode. We're not going to do it again. So let's go to weekly strategies then. Try to figure out how we want to defend this tough Denver Broncos team. It seems that they're saying Zach Wilson is going to be the starter here for the Broncos. I wonder if maybe Bo Nix got hurt and Zach Wilson has been their primary guy. So they're saying to defend the medium pass against them and then throw it deep. On Patrick Surtain? Really? I'm saying we just run the ball at them. Yeah, this team sucks against the run. I don't know what my offensive coordinator was talking about, but we're going to go outside run. Nah. We're going to go inside run. Feel like we do better on the inside. But we need better tackles to guard. Yeah, we'll go outside run. Outside run. Still going to go look at Wallace and Young, get 1 interception. I think that's entirely doable against this Denver Broncos offense. I'm expecting a win, especially now that our team has gotten all these superstars. But looking at the injuries, back strain for Donovan Peoples-Jones. Good thing we have Thomas back, but we're losing our top tight end target. Yeah, man, that does suck. That does suck. We got rid of Deontay Johnson. Now we're losing Donovan Peoples-Jones for a week. That is no bueno, no bueno for our squad. Decline the trades for him. Can we negotiate with Justin Simmons or any of them yet? We can. Okay, so Justin Simmons, can't offer Tony, Judon, Bakhtiari. All right, good. So Justin Simmons, he has literally no interest in signing with our team. None whatsoever. Okay. Well, I'll do a player-friendly deal. 4 years. He'll be 34 years of age. He'll still be a pretty good safety. Should probably low 80s. $8.6 million. $7.6 million signing bonus. I'm starting to like the offer, but I'm unsure if the team gets me the future I'm looking for. Ah, motherfucker. It's because his number one trait. Fuck me. Bakhtiari. We can't even offer him one because of the remaining cap. Yeah, every time you offer a contract, it's kind of glitched. Anytime you offer a contract, your remaining cap still goes down. I don't know. Even if they decline it. Bakhtiari, he's 32. Give him a player-friendly deal. Yeah, we don't even have the cap space, so we can't even offer a contract right now to any of them. But Bakhtiari wants over $11 million for an offensive lineman. I mean, he is one of the best offensive linemen in the league. Will protect our boy Bryce Young for the foreseeable future off that left tackle. But that is going to be our game plan heading into Broncos. Let's head on into this one and see how we do.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the
turn off commentators.
To the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud. Never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it doubts, not what I'm about. Have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
All right, so real quick before we start this one, I got to turn off commentators. But this is going to be a very exciting matchup. The Broncos aren't exactly the greatest team, and we just upgraded our team tremendously through the trade deadline, bringing in great offensive lineman in Bakhtiari. We did hurt our wide receiver core, but defensively, we're set now. Our D-line looks probably the best it has all season. Our our outside linebackers are studs now, and now we got this free safety of Justin Simmons out there. It's over. It's absolutely over. The Carolina defense might be the best in the league after all these moves. Now, it's going to hurt us in the future, especially with the draft, so we're going to have to be building out of free agency. But here comes Bo Nix, the rookie for the Denver Broncos, 1,745 passing yards, 14 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. It seems that this season might be interception heavy. So maybe people aren't really looking at the fact that Bryce Young is throwing so many interceptions, because a lot of quarterbacks are. Throwing into the flat to start this one off for a 4-yard loss. Bobby Wagner comes flying in for the first tackle as a Carolina Panther. Let's go. Bobby Wagner reuniting with Clowney as well. That's something I just realized or just remembered. Oh, and it's intercepted. Second play of the game, intercepted, number 21. Who is that? Who is that? Is that Woods? No, it's Nick Scott. Let's go. Back-to-back games where in the first two plays, Carolina has got an interception. Last week, we got an interception on the very first play against the Washington Commanders. Now here on play number 2, Nick Scott gets an interception, and that completes our weekly game plan goal as well. We just needed a single interception, and we get it right off the bat. Now coming out is Bryce Young, 1,295 passing yards, 10 touchdowns to 8 interceptions this season. Carolina hasn't really been airing the ball out. They've been relying heavily on their run game. Now, Jonathan Brooks is the starting running back here today. He got taken out for the entirety of last week's game against the Commander. Let's see how he's going to do here. He only played 1 snap. All right, he gets up after not getting too many yards. Brian Allen, the center, out for the Denver Broncos for at least 12 more weeks. Jonathan Brooks' first rush today goes for 2 yards. Another handoff to him, trying to run it up the middle, goes for 1. Trying to get the rookie running back going with Bryce Young, but no one's really been as efficient as Miles Sanders out of this Carolina backfield. So now on 3rd and 7, we're seeing some motion. Brooks going out wide. C.J. Stroud can't get it off. He gets tackled, and the ball falls to the ground. Franklin Myers getting the sack. He was on Carolina's watch list, or he was on my watch list for potentially trading for. But Denver figuring it out. They're 3-4. They might have a decent season if the rookie Bo Nix can figure it out. But Carolina getting on the board first following a 33-yard field goal attempt. Carolina up 3-0 early in this first quarter. Let's see how their defense responds against Bo Nix here on the second drive. Bo Nix going to be looking to not throw an interception, at least as quickly on this one. Great return all the way up to the 38. Returns in this game have been ridiculous. Bo Nix, second in the NFL for passing yards, right behind Brock Purdy. Purdy leading all quarterbacks in passing yards with over 1,800 this season. That's impressive. That's a good campaign, especially since a lot of people were doubting that he would really be a solid quarterback in the NFL. They thought maybe it was just a fluke last year. But 2nd and 4. Bo Nix setting to pass again. Nope, handing it off to Jamal Williams. And he'll get tackled down following a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 3. Sets up Broncos to either run it or pass it. It's kind of 50-50 on what Carolina will do. I think we're going to do a zone blitz. Hands off right up the middle and a big run. First down up to Carolina's 42. Williams. Gigantic hole, dude. Gigantic. Fat bastard could have ran through that hole. Great play by the Broncos offensive line. Clearing everybody out. So now up to Carolina's 42. Bo Nix looking for the first touchdown today. Another handoff to Williams. He'll get tackled in the backfield by Wallace, the rookie. I believe Terrence Wallace? Yeah, I think it's Terrence Wallace. 3-yard loss on that play. He came rushing right on in. Now in 2nd and 13, another handoff. He's going nowhere. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. Oh, my God. 3rd and 13. This is going to be a long first down attempt for Bo Nix. He knows he's throwing it. Trying to hit his man across the middle. Swatted down. Incomplete. And they are outside field goal range, so Broncos going to have to punt it away to Carolina, staying with a big old goose egg with a little over half of the first quarter gone now. So they punt it back to Carolina. This one goes out of bounds at their 9-yard line. Good punt. Bryce Young going to look for a touchdown on this drive. Not so much a 3-point conversion, though he will have to rely on Jonathan Brooks to do most of the heavy lifting. Donovan Peoples-Jones is out at tight end. So now Tommy Tremble and Ian Thomas are the 1-2 combo for Bryce Young here today. They did move on from Deontay Johnson. Going sideline, find Xavier Legette, but they thought it was okay because of that kid. The rookie Xavier Legette continues to be open and really like wide open. It's not like these are close catches that he's getting. He's always finding a way to get wide open in the field and making big plays. So 3 minutes remaining here in the first. Bryce Young, he's got 2 left, 3 right. They know it's a pass play. Dropping back, Young, airing it deep, sideline caught by Kadarius Toney, the new #1 wide receiver at Carolina. Big sideline catch, moving it up to their 48, keeps the chains moving. Carolina looking to cross on the Denver side of the field for the first time today. I know the last drive they started on Denver side, but this is their first time crossing in. Trying to throw it to Leggett across the middle, suicide pass right there as he gets lit up, dropping it, as any wide receiver probably would. So you got one left, two right. RPO, trying to hit Thielen out there. He's only able to get two. So that brings up 3rd and 8 at midfield for Bryce Young, looking for that first down. What are we going to do? We're not going to run it with Brooks. We got a little motion happening for Kadarius Toney. Bryce Young going to use his legs to get the first down. Rushing it on up to the Broncos 39. There we go. Everyone forgets that Bryce Young does have a little bit of speed, a little bit of scrambler in him. And we've been seeing it this year more prevalent than last year. He's taking hits too. I don't know if I really like the fact he's taking hits and he's not really sliding. But new set it down, throw on the run, quick, finding his man Miles Sanders for a 3-yard pickup. Sanders has basically led this backfield here in Carolina. Really been running back by committee, but Miles Sanders has basically been the primary back with a big run. Jonathan, there you go. Jonathan Brooks, the rookie, longest run of his NFL career right there. That one goes, I think, for 10 to 13 yards. Now up to the Broncos 25. They're not going to get the playoff. That will get us to the second quarter. Score is 3-0. Carolina with them knocking on the door to make this a 2-possession game, make it 10-0. If nothing else, we should be able to get at least a field goal, though that would not be ideal. I know Bryce Young doesn't really have the weapons that he once did a week ago on offense due to injury and or trading him away, but he's finding a way to make it work. Young scrambling, checking it on down. He's going to hit his man Ian Thomas, 7 yards. Thomas just came off IR, and he's hurt on the very first play, holding his abdomen. That is not good. Thomas still out there. Maybe he just took a hit. We're going to go bench. Got Toney and Thomas out to the left. That's what we're looking for. And we're going to hit Thomas. He just got hurt on the last play, trying to sneak him on in, and he gets pushed or tackled out of bounds at the Broncos 2. First and goal, Carolina. First and goal, Carolina. All right, we're going to try to rush it in, get the rookie running back his first rushing touchdown of the game and of his career. Handoff, he's got a hole, and he's in. Jonathan Brooks, the rookie running back, getting into the end zone in his second game back from the IR. And really his second game of his career. This is the longest he's even been in an NFL game. Last week, as I said, he just got taken off of IR. Very first play, took a hit, and he was never seen. Miles, they didn't really need him, though. Miles Sanders ran all over the Commanders' ass, but still, it would have been nice to have him out there playing with us. So we're kicking it back off to the Denver Broncos. 10-0 Carolina following that Jonathan Brooks, 2-yard Jonathan Brooks rushing touchdown. Broncos starting back on their 24, and here comes Bo Nix, the rookie, looking to rejuvenate this Denver Broncos stadium, show some signs of life. But Carolina, I'm telling you, our defense is probably the best in the league. Will Fuller able to stay with Jamal Williams, and he is brought down after a first down run all the way up to the Broncos 39. I'm going to go weak blitz, try to blitz his ass. Oh, hit as he throws, swatted down, tipped. Fuller can't dive to get it. What a play. Swatted down. He had 19 open. We switched to him trying to pick that ball off, and just got a hand on it to make it an incomplete pass. We now got control of Ngaku, trying to chase down Bo Nix. Bo Nix running for his life, going to throw it away, incomplete. Let's go. Our defensive line is crazy. We're going to go cover 4. Swatted down, incomplete. That a boy. Maybe I should have tried to pick it with Simmons. When I decided to just swat that one down, make sure he doesn't catch that. Incomplete, 4th and 10. 3 drives, all resulting in punts. Or, well, 3 drives, 1 interception, 2 punts for the Broncos here to start this one at home. Getting embarrassed in front of their home crowd, but the Carolina Panthers, I mean, they embarrassed the Washington Commanders last week. We didn't even have to play the second half, and it might happen again this week against this Denver Broncos team. Who knows? Jonathan Brooks just got tackled for a 2-yard loss. Maybe they're more of a. Maybe we can get them more of a passing offense on them. Oh, we're not getting good blocking. Brooks is not getting any blocking. 3rd and 10. As I'm talking about, we're beating them up. Got Leggett out wide. Mingo Thielen. Gonna hit Jonathan Mingo. Pushing for that first down. He's a yard short. We're gonna go for it. Go, 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 go. RPO alert bubble. Trying to get it with Brooks. He can't get there. Oh, my God. Jonathan, come on. You got to fight for those yards, Rook. And it's a turnover on downs. Broncos now got it on our side of the field. 5-yard pickup on the very first play. We're setting up the Broncos basically for a field goal. We're helping them. Got Judon covering the flat off to the right. And that's right at me. Thank you. Matthew Judon intercepts that ball. Literally thrown it right at him. I'm covering the flat. Matthew Judon's very first game as a Carolina Panther, and he gets an interception. The move's already paying dividends. I don't even know what he was doing. That dude was covered. Wide the fuck up. Like, press covered. Judon could fart on that guy if he really wanted to. And Bryce Young hit in the field again. He just failed on that 4th down conversion, but the Broncos can't capitalize. Gonna go play action fork. Tony sideline. Oh, these incomplete. Come on, that's a caught That's a caught ball. That is a caught ball. He's wide open. Got him sideline. Yeah, that's caught. That's a catch. That is a catch. That is a catch by Tony. He got both feet in. One foot's up. Both are down. Tiptoe. That is a catch by Tony. Wide open, yeah. Overturn, 1st and 10 up to the 45. That's what I'm talking about. I told you. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Kadarius Toney's going to be the new every down or every fucking play where he's either throwing to him or Leggett. Happens right there. 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4. Halfback dive. Holy shit. Brooks isn't getting no help from that offensive line from Carolina. Broncos are sending pressure, dude. Fucking pressure. And we're going to hit Leggett, and he's not going to look back. It's a touchdown, Carolina. There we go. 40-yard receiving touchdown for Xavier Leggett. They didn't have the safety in that top right. Leggett cuts in. The free safety covering him doesn't cut with him. Perfectly placed by Bryce Young. 17-0. Following that long receiving touchdown. There we go. Bryce finding his man. I'm going to move the difficulty up next week to all Madden, so it's going to be even more difficult. I know the teams we're playing right now aren't exactly the greatest, and honestly, besides the Commanders game and this game, it's been pretty close. Like, we played the 0-6 Atlanta Falcons, and they almost beat us. So there's a good chance we move it up to all Madden, and we do nothing but lose. The second half of our season is much tougher. We got the Dallas Cowboys, Kansas City Chiefs. Trying to hit his man deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos! Just a fucking Hail Mary up to Cortland Sutton. I thought our man was going to cover him just fine. I didn't want to click on. Perfectly placed in front of Sutton. One play and the Broncos are already battling back. Still a 2-possession game. Has 4 seconds before the 2-minute warning. Basically just going to kick it off to us, and we're going to return it, hit the 2-minute warning. I do believe that we get the ball to start the second half as well, so there's a chance we can score a touchdown, go up by 3 possessions, and score a touchdown in the third quarter. But Xavier Legette just scored the touchdown, back out on the field, now returning it on up to their 29. We're going to halfback slip screen, throw a little screen pass. Got Bakhtiari covering him. There you go. Jonathan Brooks a little too far forward, but picks up 7. 2nd and 3. Oh, double slant attack. Oh, fuck. There you go, Tommy. First down. That's how you find some open space. The 23-year-old tight end, or is he 24? He might be 24 now, but Tommy Tremble basically was just supposed to hang out near the sideline. He takes off up the field, seeing Bryce Young scrambling. And a huge pickup now on the Broncos 41. We got Miles Sanders in. Again, trying to go with that screen pass. There you go, Sanders. Still moving his feet, picks up 9. Maybe I should have cut back in to head towards the middle of the field. Gonna go with a drive. Oh, Legette. Legette might have him. Legette might have him. Oh, fuck. Thought we had Adam Thielen. Not enough air on it. 3rd and 1. Let's do... We're just going to do a halfback slip screen again. Continue those screen passes. See some press. There you go. Jonathan Brooks, he's got the speed heading down the sideline, and he runs out of bounds at the Broncos 12. Carolina in the red zone. Bryce Young today, 14 for 17, 217 passing yards, and a touchdown. Something you're not going to be seeing in real life, but you're seeing it here today in this alternate universe. Now, Thielen's our primary target. Basically, we're going to high-low here. Tony beats him without safety help. We're throwing to him. Nope. Covering. There's Adam Thielen. Tackle. Did he get out of bounds? Clock isn't moving. There is an injury by the Broncos. They're not getting injury timeout. They are going to say that he did go out of bounds. We're going to hand it off. Jonathan Brooks once again. 3 yards away from a touchdown. Looking for his first 2-touchdown game, and he's in! Jonathan Brooks. 2 games in the regular season. Now he's got 2 touchdowns to match. Big red zone guy. He might not be a good yardage runner, but he's getting into the red zone. 50 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 23-7. With this extra point made, it's 24-7. And it is good. Man, we're doing anything and everything we want. Just about against this Broncos defense. Our bread and butter still is the run game. We do pick up big passing yards in the middle of the field. But in the red zone, we're primarily a run-heavy team. We either hit it for them for a long passing touchdown, like a 40-yard, 30-yard passing touchdown, or we rush it in. So we're covering for J.C. Horn. We're covering this flat here. Covering number 19. Going down the sideline. Oh, they had me. That was good. That was a good run by number 19. I was shadowing him. I didn't see the safety helping. Over the top. Should have just stayed in my flat. That's exactly where they threw it. Put me back on the line. Alshon Robinson. He hasn't gotten to the quarterback yet. Oh, out of reach of the receiver. Cortland Sutton overthrew him. Would have been a dot, as he would have thrown it in between 4 Carolina defenders for that first down, and that would have put them in a really good field position. Alshon Robinson trying to get in. They just throw it into the flat. 3rd and 10. That one doesn't go nowhere. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage. 32 seconds. First timeout used by the Broncos. We know it's a pass. Coming in with Clowney. Trying to bull rush. And they're going to get the first down with Cortland Sutton, and he's out of bounds. 2 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown today for Cortland Sutton. Now, they're outside field goal range, but they got 2 timeouts. Plenty of time. Clowney get in chase, and another pass right before the sack gets there. His offensive line is doing just enough to allow him to get rid of that ball. Dulich, the sophomore tight end, I believe, got that one. Oh, there you go. Good play. Don't send the blitz. Just stay back, cover. 3-yard pass. 3rd and 2. Almost in field goal range. 1 timeout remaining. They're looking towards the flat. They get it. Dulich caught. Final timeout used. 15 seconds left. 36-yard line. This is a long field goal attempt for the Broncos. They're going to have to do a quick pass or a quick run and then spike it. And he's sacked all the way back at Carolina's 47. Outside field goal range now. Broncos will get no points heading into the half. Let's go, Carolina. Keep pounding. 24-7. And the quarterback guru, our head coach, continuing to have a good rookie season. 5-2, looking really well off to be a 6-2 team following this game with the Denver Broncos. Taking a look around the league, we got the New Orleans Saints up against the Chargers. Saints up 7-3 on the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert threw an interception. I think it was a pick-6. Not seeing any touchdowns by the Saints offense. Buffalo Bills in Seattle taking on the Seahawks, and they're getting shut out. Bills shutting out the Seahawks 17-0. Again, I think it's a defensive battle. Not seeing too many offensive touchdowns there. Then you're looking at the Eagles versus Bengals in Cincinnati. Bengals whooping the Eagles' ass with Saquon Barkley finally back in the lineup. 21-7. Rushing touchdown for Zach Moss. Bengals looking to be 6-2. And the Eagles looking to fall to a 5-2 record with Saquon in the lineup. I know A.J. Brown. I think A.J. Brown got hurt for a little bit, but nothing too serious for our offense. Let's do run outside with Jonathan Brooks. We'll switch into run outside. We are going to defend the short game against Bo Nix. But we do get the ball back first. Chance to make it a 31-7 ball game. If we're blowing them out in the fourth quarter, by the fourth quarter, I'm just going to let the commentators take on over just like we did last game. I'm not really here for big blowouts. If our team's getting blown out, I would want to walk away. So we're going to let it happen. We're going to let the commentators get some time. That's what they get paid for. Run outside with Jonathan Brooks. He picks up 7. There we are. 2nd and 3. We're going to be seeing a lot more Jonathan Brooks here in the second half, we're hoping. There's a handoff. Trying to hit our boy Leggett. Oh, no, clarity is Tony. But there's a diving stop swatting away. 3rd and 3. Number 5 for the Broncos hurt. Just goes to the sideline. Doesn't seem to be too serious. Maybe just took a stinger. Maybe pulled something. Does look to be in some tears. So now 3rd and 3. Oh, Tony, you might be able to split that seam, buddy. And you will be able to. Tony still on his feet. 1st down up to Denver's 41. I didn't see anybody in front of him on that streak. We're going to hit him every time. The combination of Tony and Leggett is nasty. Throw in fucking Adam Thielen, and it's even better. There you go. Miles Sanders, 1st down run up to the 28. The veteran running back continues to do great things here in his sophomore season with the Carolina Panthers. Inside run, we got Jonathan Brooks back in the lineup. Got some space, not a lot, but we do got some. There you go, Brooks. Can he get a 1st down? They're going to mark him inches short. Now up inside the Broncos' red zone, though. 19 yards away. We're going to hand it off to Brooks. Looking for him to pick up the 1st down. There's the handoff. Brooks trying to find a hole. It's only going to pick up 4, but it's enough for the 1st down. Now, Denver can probably figure out that we're just running this ball every single play, unless we got to pass it. But fuck it. Jonathan Brooks, another 5-yard rush, 2nd and 5. He's picking up more yards here in the second half, in the 3rd quarter, than he was through the 1st half. Another injury for the Broncos. Almost slams his helmet. Might be a little frustrated. I think he just took a stinger. Going to go inside zone. Yeah, guard that middle linebacker. Try to run between the tackles here with Miles Sanders. We usually get phenomenal blocking for Sanders. Picks up 3. I was going to run it to the right, but I don't know if you saw that corner. He was eyeing us up to light us up. So 3rd and 2. Bryce Young, low man back. Hit it to Leggett, and he can't hold on. Incomplete. 4th and 2 on the 8. Our coach is telling us to go for it. And I'm going to. We're going to halfback, zone weak. We're going to be running it with Miles Sanders. Here we go. We need this guy blocked off the edge. And Miles Sanders is in for the touchdown. 3rd rushing touchdown by this Carolina offense today. 2 by Jonathan Brooks, now 1 by Miles Sanders. That's a good combination, good 1-2 punch for this Carolina offense. Score is now 31-7 with a made extra point here. Carolina, they're dead, man. They're dead. I'm not really taking anybody out just because it's the 3rd quarter. We might in the 4th. But we got so many young guys. We need them getting those experience points. Extra point or extra kickoff, my bad, is kicked to the Broncos, returning it from what looked like their 4 all the way up to their 29. So a 25-yard return for the Broncos, and Bo Nix hitting out onto the field, trying to get his boys fired up. It's tough when your team is getting fucking obliterated like this, but it's not like Bo Nix has really done too much. He's thrown 2 interceptions in today's game. It seems like the Carolina defense has his number here today. But following the acquisitions they made at the deadline for mans like Bobby Wagner, Matthew Judon, Justin Simmons, just nothing but a bunch of superstars all over the field now for Carolina. And a big fucking thunderous hit by Woods there on the running back Williams, making it 2nd and 10. He tried throwing it out into the flat, didn't work. Sending the heat, we got a little man-to-man happening on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Oh, not incomplete. It's intercepted. J.C. Hoare now. 3rd interception by this Carolina defense. J.C. I believe he had an interception or a pick 6 against the Washington Commanders last week. Now that his team's got some superstars, he's feeling it even more. He gets the interception blanket covering fucking Courtland Sutton. Jonathan Brooks, 13 rushes for 43 yards and 2 touchdowns in his 2nd game as the Carolina's main back. Going to look to try to improve on that. As I said, Carolina's just going to be running this ball, trying to kill as much clock as possible. Cutting it back in 5 yards. All right, we're going to swap it, head towards the right, cover that man in the back. And there it is, Jonathan Brooks, first down. Up to Denver's 21. Brooks over 50 yards rushing. I don't think he's as efficient of a runner as Miles Sanders has been for us this season, but he still gets it done. He's still getting it done. Getting some motion out of Thomas. They're back in zone. There you go. Brooks, 7 yards on the ground now. 14 more yards for his third rushing touchdown of the game. Let's go, Young. Let's go. Good blocking, good blocking. Brooks, first down rush. First and goal up to Broncos 9. We just are feeding this man. Come on, Brooks, keep it moving. 2 yards. All right, second and goal. Second and goal. Let's do halfback inside zone. You got 3 guys to beat. And there it is, untouched. Third rushing touchdown by Jonathan Brooks, his first of his career in just game number 2. Brooks looking like a franchise running back, at least a franchise power back. As I said, Miles Sanders, I think, has been better, more efficient with his touches. But Jonathan Brooks is just being fed the ball by Carolina. Second game back, really his first full game in the NFL. 3 touchdowns, over 75 rushing yards. He is definitely the primary red zone back for Carolina. 38-7. 35 seconds left in the third. It's over. This game's over. We're going to let the commentators take over after this one. Hope you all, enjoyed this game. I mean, it's an absolute ass-kicking. I am going to move the difficulty up to all Madden next week. I forget who we take on. I forget who we take on next week, but I am going to move it up to all Madden. We have basically obliterated the Broncos, and now, we obliterated the Broncos and had pretty much kicked the Washington Commanders' ass last week as well. Clowney trying to get in for the sack, and that's his fourth interception. Scott to the end zone, 1 yard short. Nick Scott, second interception in today's game. Fourth interception thrown by Bo Nix. We're going to rush it in with Bryce Young. The little QB sneak. Going to try to QB sneak it with Young. And it's in. There we go. Bryce Young. I believe that's his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. And Carolina can continue to celebrate on these Denver Broncos because last year they were a train wreck. 2-14 last season. Sophomore year here for Bryce Young, and he has led Carolina to a 6-2 season. Not just a 6-2 season. They have been obliterating the competition over the past 2 weeks. He is looking and showing everybody why he was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft. 45-7 against the Broncos. Yeah, we got to turn the difficulty up. I know Bo Nix is awful, and the Broncos aren't that good either, but maybe we're just having ourselves a game. Our team overall-wise hasn't really improved. I know we brought in all those superstars, but it brought our defense from almost intercepted by Woods there. It brought our defense from an 80 to an 84 with Bakhtiari included. Brought our team, I believe, our offense up from an 80 to an 81. So not really A lot of gains, almost intercepted by J.C. Horn. Back-to-back throws, resulting in almost interceptions. We're covering for Thomas. Bo Nix hit as he throws, incomplete, 3 and outed. And Carolina will get the ball back once again. Oh my God, it's over. This game is over. Carolina just putting them to bed. Trying to return it with Leggett. That'll get us to the fourth quarter. Score is 45-7 heading into the fourth quarter. I am going to be making some coaching decisions or coaching changes. I'm going to be putting in a lot of our backups. I'm going to be putting in a lot of our backups for our veteran players so they can get some play time. But hope you guys enjoyed this game. I will see you in the post game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, don't think for a sec. You step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 yards there on 3rd down, so that's going to make this 4th and short much more interesting.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So on 4th down now, the Panthers calling an all-pro several times over. It's Johnny Hecker for the punt. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Throwing here, Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Nix. Cut by Sutton. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Blitz coming, Nix. That's caught for the 1st. And he's down. He looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a short game.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Panthers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Now a give to Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Broncos get set to take over. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! Panthers pick this one up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Handoff here for Brooks. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he gets back to the line, but no more. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
All right, so there we go. Big blowout win against the Denver Broncos. I'm going to show you guys real quick for franchise settings, I believe, league settings. We are going to update this to all Madden. So there we go. We're now going to be moving on to all Madden. Next week, we're going to be taking on the New Orleans Saints that blew us out of the water last week. We do have a media question. Ooh, okay, trade deadline media. At the midway point, your team's in a good spot. How far do you think this team can go? You just want to be in a position to win a Super Bowl, and of course, for that to happen, you need to make the playoffs, and I know we can get there. I believe we're showing this is a Super Bowl caliber team. There's a lot of football left, but it's time to think big. Well, it's a dangerous game to start looking ahead, so right now, these guys just need to worry about winning each week. That's it. Wow, team popularity 0 per win, -5 per loss. Maybe I should have made it to the playoffs. Try to push for the playoffs one instead. But not too bad. It was a really good performance. Jonathan Brooks, look at that. He is the top story right now. The rookie, 115 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns in his second game. He's got more touchdowns than he has complete games in the NFL. That was his first full game in the NFL. Let's advance it on up to week number 9. See what's happening around the league. So taking on the New Orleans Saints. So they are right on our tail. If we lose to them, we fall to second place in our division. Right now, we are first in ours. We're third in the entire NFL. Oh, no. We're 7th in the entire NFL. We are third in the NFC behind the 49ers and Detroit Lions. Just because of a .4 differential. Is that it? I don't know what's really separating us. Maybe it's just team popularity. But this is going to be a crucial game against the New Orleans Saints. If we win this one, we split the series 1-1. So in a tie, we get the normal tiebreaker. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. We do have 2 trade offers. For whatever reason, I thought last week was the trade deadline. Yeah, I'm not really interested in trading anybody at the moment. This team is pretty solid. So we're going to decline all the trades coming in. Looking at the news this week, Jalen Hurts will be hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. That will be the game of the week. Josh Allen, all eyes are on Josh Allen and Tua Tagovailoa as they face off this week as well. So those are 2 games. Rivalry showdown in a game of the week. Alex Highsmith for the Pittsburgh Steelers, 3 sacks and 3 solo tackles. Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers had 8 receptions, 145 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Joe Burrow passed for 335 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns. Kyron Williams with the Rams rushed for 114 yards on 16 attempts. Averaging 16 yards per attempt and 2 rushing touchdowns. And then, of course, there's our boy, Jonathan Brooks. Taking a look at the league transactions. Let's see. We got some players getting released. DeMar Hamlin gets released by the Bills. They could wind up signing tight end N'Keal Harry. Okay. Interesting that they're releasing DeMar Hamlin after everything that happened over there. Yeah, that is about it. No trades at the deadline. Oh no, there was 2 more trades. Okay. So the Bills traded a 7th and a 6th along with tight end Dawson Knox to the to the Pittsburgh Steelers in exchange for middle linebacker Orlando Roberts. Okay, so they're trying to improve their defense, get rid of Dawson Knox. Guess they really like Kincaid this week. Looking at the awards, we still got the in-season. Oh, no, we got the yearly awards. First, we'll look at the weekly. Second week in a row, Brock Purdy wins NFC Offensive Player of the Week. NFC Defensive Player of the Week goes to Kinchins from the Rams. AFC Offensive Player of the Week goes to Joe Burrow, while AFC Defensive Player of the Week goes to Steffens from the Baltimore Ravens. Scored himself a defensive touchdown. Looking at yearly awards, MVPs right now, yeah, it's going to Brock Purdy. Purdy is looking like the MVP. Coach of the year is going to be Panthers' Dave Canales. Canals this season. At least right now, he's number 1. So if we continue, that's going to be good. Looking at the AFC Offensive Player of the Year, looking like Brandon Ayuk. Defensive Player of the Year, Jair Alexander. We do have Nick Scott, Matthew Judon, and Yannick Ngakoue all in that race as well. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Xavier Legette. Let's go, buddy. Beating out guys like Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors. That's impressive. He's outright beating these rookies. It doesn't seem that the NFC have a lot of top rookies because even Jonathan Brooks, now he's 9th in this race, and he's only played one game, like one full game. Defensive Rookie of the Year looks to be going to Cameron Kinchens from the Rams. Trevin Wallace is number 4 for our Panthers. Best quarterback this year, Brock Purdy. Best running back, Miles Sanders is up there. He's number 8, but I don't think we're going to win best running back. Christian McCaffrey sounds about right. Best wide receiver, Brandon Ayuk. We don't got anybody in the top 10. Best offensive lineman. Okay, there we go. The third-year back, Ikem Ekwonu. He's up there. Best defensive lineman, Yannick Ngakoue. That's right, free agent signing there. Best linebacker is Matthew Judon. So we actually acquired the best linebacker in the NFC in that trade with the Atlanta Falcons. That's cool to see. Best defensive back going to Jair Alexander. Nick Scott is in contention, though. He is number 4 on there. Best kicker goes to Blake Group for the Saints, but Eddie Pinheiro is on his ass right there at number 2. Real quick, we'll just go through the AFC. I'm not going to say the players' names, but you can kind of take a look and see how this is looking. It looks like the Houston Texans and Kansas City Chiefs are basically running away with every single fucking award over there in the AFC. Bryce Young having a pretty good couple of weeks, 11 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. He hasn't been really relied on to throw it. We've primarily been running the ball. Yeah, Miles Sanders still averaging, having a little bit better luck when it comes to attempts or average yards per attempt, 5.8 to Jonathan Brooks 4. But Brooks still doing better than what Chuba Hubbard would have done. And Bryce Young's 5th rushing touchdown last week. That is awesome. So Bryce Young in total, he has 16 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. So 2 touchdowns for every interception. I will take it. I will fucking take it. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. And until next time, I will see you all later. Bye-bye.
In my car, wake up in a bar, I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay.